All right, we're back with another segment on our Godzilla Bronco build. So we haven't filmed in a few months. This truck was about to go to painting and powder coating when we left off, and as you can see, everything is back now. So the frame was stripped down, sandblasted clean, all the suspension parts same, and it was all powder coated in a nice satin black. That took a couple months, and then we sent the body out to our local painter that we use, and they stripped the body down, stripped everything, cleaned the bare metal, and painted it all back in a fresh two-tone coat just like it was original. So coming in close, let's take a look. The Godzilla is mounted in the chassis for the last time. So yesterday was assembly day. We put motor and trans together, got all the clutch set up, bolted everything up tight, torqued all the bolts, and set up all the linkages we can. We're trying to basically get as much done while the truck is easily accessible. So the Godzilla ready to go, and just zooming in on a few details, you can see the motor mounts are tucked under our exhaust manifolds. These are the factory Ford manifolds, but we sent them out to jet hot, got them a nice kind of a original cast iron style coating that won't rust on us. Motor, whole front accessory drive is on. We have some wiring draped around. We got some plumbing draped around as we're getting ready to put this together. Coming back, you can see the two are mated with this bell housing. This comes from our friends at Quick Draw brand. So that's an adapter to go straight from the Godzilla to the TR4050 trans we're running. And then behind it, we have the original NP205 transfer case. So there's not technically an adapter, but it's really similar to an Atlas. So we took an Atlas adapter, made some mods, built a spacer plate, changed the linkages a little bit, and got it all to work. So it's not something you can buy off the shelf, but it's a possible recipe, we'll put it that way. Exhaust is in, fully assembled, so we took 2.5-inch pipe back to an X. We've got dual flow master mufflers. Customer wanted side exit exhaust, so we've got tailpipes run out the rear here. And if you take a look, while we're back in the back half, you can see fuel system. So for fuel system on the truck, we went with a new tank. This is the 32-gallon large capacity tank. We cut the lid open because there's no EFI version of this tank, and we dropped in a module which goes right down the center. So that has a 255 liter per hour high pressure pump. The pump comes out, feeds a regulator and filter we've mounted on an auxiliary plate here. So we've got the regulator set to 60 PSI with a return line going back to the tank there. Looking under the truck, starting at the rear axle, so everything on the chassis has been rebuilt and restored. We have taken the suspension parts to powder coat, got them all clean and coated. We've replaced all the hardware. You can see a lot of shiny yellow grade 8. We rebuilt both axles. So the rear, we took the 9-inch apart. We put an ARB locker in the center section and rebuilt all new bearings and seals, put it back together, put this, what you can see is a little skid plate down there. Out on the ends of the axle, you can see we have a disc brake kit. So the owner wanted to upgrade the brakes. So we went with the disc rear setup, and that combined with the disc front and the new Hydro Boost system we're using with the Godzilla should produce a nice increase in stopping power overall on this truck. The front suspension and axle got much the same treatment. So all new hardware, everything cleaned, coated, and replaced, all new bushings, etc. Front brakes rebuilt with coated rotors, new pads, new calipers, etc. You can see we have stainless brake lines, flexible stainless on the ends, stainless hardline on the axle, and pretty much everything's set up and ready to roll. The whole front, similar treatment, new steering stabilizer, new steering links, all new hardware, so everything on this chassis is fresh, clean, and ready to go. Next step, we're going to be dropping the body on in just a few minutes here, so we'll take some video of that and get into hooking everything up. So truck should be coming together quickly over the next few weeks here. Looking forward to getting this one fired up, key turning, and start doing some miles on it.